Alright, now, the next thing we're going to be talking about is this set here. On that last set, the price I paid for it when I got it from eBay, I paid $12 for that. Hey, for that one bit alone that's adjustable, it's a decent deal. Yeah, you gotta use it by hand, but hey. This set here, this is an Irwin set. As you can see, some of them look really nice and a couple are rusty. These are also for a hand brace. All these right here, this is all Irwin. And they're marked Irwin. Irwin, what is it? Made in USA. The Irwin Tool Company. We got a number 4, number 6, which is 6/16, which is 3/8. Here's the number 5 right here from that other set. That's the number 5, which is 5/16. This one here is a number 7, which is 7/16. This one here is an 8/16, which is 1/2. This one here is 9/16. This one here is 10/16, which is 5/8. Then you got the 11/16, 12/16, which is 3/4. And the last one we've got here is a 1" or 16/16. The only one that's missing is the 7/8 out of that set. They're in excellent condition. There's a couple of like this one here. It just barely has any rust on it. If you look at the tips, except for this one, which came from that other set, if you look at this set in its entirety, they're sharp. The shoulder cutters are sharp. And they don't look like they've been sharpened much. I don't think they've been sharpened at all in their lifetime. Which is kind of nice for a set of bits that are probably 50, 60 years old. Now, what I paid for this set, I could actually, what the purchase price of this is half of one of the newer sets. I paid, I think it was $20 for this set. I may be wrong. But it's an older tool, better steel. Yes, they're used, but they're in excellent condition. And I didn't pay that much for them. Yeah, you got to use them by hand, but when you're working in a workshop, that's okay. I try and do some stuff by hand. I try and do a little bit here and there by hand so that my projects get that personal touch as opposed to all machinery. So in the future, I'm going to be cleaning these up and you will see them used once I get the braces here so that I can use a bit and brace. You will be seeing these used to cut holes. They are excellent tools for doing what I want to do. I will be making a setup for this so that they can be on my bench. We'll be working on that later. Alright, next thing. This just came in from, you know where it came from, I needed to get a new set of plug cutters. All the ones I had finally crapped out. Most of them were quite a few years old. Now, I bought a set that the name of the company is Yakima. And the reason I bought these is because I bought some of their router bits, and their tools tend to be fairly decent. Although I do have to say that this set has some issues. But, you know, it's just the one bit. Now, this set comes with a 6, a 10, a 13, and a 16. And it has the 16, 10, 13, and 6. It's got the two different styles of plug cutters. It's got the 4-wing, which creates your tapered plugs, and then it's got the other ones that create just a regular, like dowel type plug. I bought them because I have a set of this brand's router bits, and I like them. The router bits are great. They hold an edge. The carbide on them is good, and they're a lot cheaper than buying like Whiteside or something like that. Although Whiteside bits are, you know, you gotta weigh the pros and cons. Are they going to stay sharp? Yes. Is the finish going to be as good as buying a Whiteside? Probably not. The finish is a little bit rough, but all in all, they work very well. So I figured I'd try a set of their plug cutters, because I needed to get a set of plug cutters. So that's that. Now, this set of plug cutters was 20 bucks, and that's for all 8 pieces. I was looking at a set of Irwins, which were just this set, and it was 25. So for, you know, the time being, until I can afford to get a better set, this set made perfect sense, because it's only $20 and it's got both sets. I don't often use these. I use these more just because they're tapered. But still, you think about the price. These here and these here, to buy both sets would probably cost me about $40, $50. I bought the whole set for 20 bucks. It was worth it. How good they were going to work, I don't know yet. I'm going to have to get a spot or some stuff that I need to insert some plugs in, cut some plugs, and see what happens. But for right now, that's what it's got. So, and I will be making a rack for these or something, just so that they're not floating around a little wooden box like this, hitting into one another and damaging the cutting edges. Now the next couple of things, which came from the same place, this and this. This here is a Bosch template guide set. It's brand new, and it came with this collar right here. It's right there inside the thing. That's what holds them. Decent price set, and I also bought the inlay set that goes with it, so that I can do butterflies, which are patches for woodworking. If you got a crack or something, you put a butterfly in. It covers up the crack or the knot where things came apart, and you can cover it up with a butterfly patch, and it makes a nice tight, nice looking repair. This set also came with the adapter for Porter cable collar type guides. So that's part of the reason why I bought this set over the other set, which was a little bit cheaper because it didn't have that. So I can now use my Bosch router, which is variable speed, with my Porter cable dovetail jig. It'll make my life a little bit easier. Of course, it's got all the collars for different sizes and everything else. And it also came with this nice set, the box here. The box has all, it tells you what the collar does and what size the OD is, the ID, so you know what size router bit you can put inside of it. The only thing I would suggest is when you install these to use a alignment cone in your router, just so that if you're using it and you go like this because you're routing around a corner or something, you don't have the bit go off center. That's all. But other than that, for the price, I couldn't beat it. I will be giving a link to these in my video. Now this here is the template guide set. Came with the router bit. As you can see, it's a very small 1/8 inch router bit. I will probably buy a white side spiral down cut for this, just because it's a little bit better if you use a down cut, because the shear angle, the way it shears the material, you don't get the feathered edge. The other thing it comes with is this. This is a, I'll close this cover here, use this. It's got this and it's got this. This is the little bushing you use when you're routing your piece. You take that off, you use this to route the actual template for your patch. So you put this in the router. And the other thing is, I like this because this comes out. These come out. But what you would do is you put this in the router, like so. Right. Now, you notice it sits basically flush with the bottom of the router base. So what you're going to do is you're going to use that. You'll route out your piece, and then take it off, and you can route your cut out your patch that you're going to be using, which is usually going to be the same wood that your you'll be using the same wood that you're patching. But yeah, it came with this plate. I mounted it in the router base off camera just because it made it a little bit easier. I didn't want to waste your time on camera talking about putting that in. Now this box does come with extra slots in here for extra router bits, or guides I should say. So, but they're not as open as the other ones are. But it will hold it in place. But see, I can now put that in there. I take this router bit and drop it in the bottom of the case. It's there with me. This set I think was 20 bucks. I think this was 20 bucks, so it's about 40 bucks for 2 of them. And it was free shipping because of Amazon. This set here, like I said, about 20 bucks. They're brand new. I read some of the reviews, and a lot of people said, well, I don't like them, this, that, and the other thing. I'm going to give them a shot and see what I think. And if it doesn't work, I can always find a way to get a different router, a base plate for my router that I can use, that I can put in the Porter cable adapter or guide bushing set to be able to use that to do routing. For now, this will work. It'll just take a little setup. All right. Alright, so I want to thank you for joining me here at Southwest Florida Woodworking. I hope all the stuff that I've presented to you is informative. You know, I always like feedback. Tell me what you think. What do you feel about some of the stuff that I showed you? Do you like it? Do you don't? Let me know. Because, hey, everybody has their own opinion. This is mine. You can have a completely different opinion, but I want to hear about it. So, I want to thank you for watching, and thank you for taking the time out to be with me. This is Sean with Southwest Florida Woodworking saying thank you, and please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join. Furthermore, there's future woodworking projects coming up, and there's going to be videos coming up. I got to do the plane restoration. I've got other things that are going to be coming in that are going to need restoration. So I'm not only going to be doing woodworking, I'm going to be doing some restoration here. So come back and see what you have to say, or see what I have to say. See if my tips will help you do what you're going to do. Well, I want to thank you again for watching. Please like. This is Sean with Southwest Florida Woodworking saying thank you for watching and goodbye.